Awesome. Thank you for joining me for a 75-minute yoga class. My name is Holly. My pronouns are she, her. Today, we're going to do a 26 and 2 yoga class, 26 postures and 2 breathing exercises. If at any point in class something does not feel right for you, you are welcome to take a different variation of a posture. You can skip a posture, breathing exercise. You can do something else entirely. This is time that you've carved out for yourself, so enjoy it. We're going to start with a few rounds of sun salutes to warm up the body. If you'd like to join in the sun salutes, come towards the top of your mat with your feet close together. I'm going to stand back a bit and show you in periphery. Bring your hands together at heart center, and we'll begin by saluting Surya, the god of sun. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, look up as if you're saluting or greeting the sun. Exhale through your nose, bend your knees, fold forward, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale through your nose, look forward and lengthen into a halfway lift, shoulders out of the ears. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into a plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in and lower down towards the floor. Inhale, push up into a back bend. You can do Cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. Can bend one knee, straighten the other, pedal out your legs, and then press your heels to the floor, lift your hips to the ceiling, push the floor away from you. Instead of down dog, you're also welcome to take a child's pose. Come down onto your knees, sink your hips back as you reach your arms forward. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen back into your halfway lift. Exhale as you fold, knees can bend. Inhale, arms with your ears, root to rise, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Let's try that again. Inhale, lift. Slow exhale as you fold. Inhale, look forward, lengthen. Exhale, step back, keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, push up into your back bend, shoulders out of the ears. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog, or sink your hips down for child's pose. Either way, spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles and the space between your index finger and thumb. So especially if you're in down dog, you're not putting all of your body weight on your wrists. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with ears, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold, connect to the breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale your up dog or cobra. Exhale your down dog or child's pose. If you're doing child's pose, sink your hips back towards your heels. If you're doing down dog, press your heels down to the floor. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Slow exhale through the nose. We're learning to connect the breath with the body. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift up, salute the sun. Exhale, hands down. Beautiful, that's our little warm up. We will now hop into 26 and 2 yoga. Come to the middle of your space with your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely for 2 sets of pranayama, standing deep breathing. Feet together, interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Good. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. Slowly push your head back. Reach your arms forward. Keep exhaling. Elbows touch. Inhale, elbows out and arms up. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Elbows touch, pointing to the wall in front of you. Inhale, head down, breathe in through your nose, down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Good. Exhale. As you exhale, open your mouth wide like you're fogging up a mirror on the ceiling. Elbows touch, lungs empty. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Good. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down, keep the weight in your heels. Contract your quadricep muscles, squeeze your gluteal muscles, suck your stomach in. Exhale, head up, lock your legs, weight stays in your heels. Lift your chest, lift your elbows, triceps parallel to the floor. Inhale, head down, make this the deepest breath so far, breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Good. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really use the full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out like any other part of the body. Inhale, head down. Let's make this the last breath in the first set. Spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Good. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Change, arms down. You can roll out your shoulders and head. Good. Second set, feet together, interlock your 10 fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top. Bring your knuckles underneath your chin like glue. Squeeze your thighs and glutes, pull your abdomen in, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth, slowly push your head back, reach your arms forward, keep exhaling, elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, full lungs. Exhale, head up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, elbows touch, 1. Inhale, head down, use the full 6 seconds to inhale, take in more and more and more air. Good. Exhale, head up, use the full 6 seconds to exhale. Synchronize breath and body, elbows touch when your lungs are empty. Inhale, head down, I'll do a few with you. Breathe deep, full lungs, exhale. Elbows touch, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, head down, last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Change, arms down, you can roll out your shoulders and head. Wonderful. We'll continue Ardha Chandrasana with Tadasana, half moon with hands to feet pose, feet together. Inhale, arms up, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. Nice tight white knuckle grip, stretch up out of your waist, and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, reach up a little taller, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, press your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, head and arms back, touch your biceps to your ears, engage your abdominal wall. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Good, without bending elbows, without bending knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Beautiful. Remember, it's the first posture of the day. There's no rush. Know where you have to be. Nothing you have to prove to yourself, to me, to anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through your nose. This is a gift that you have given yourself. Let your breath be your guide throughout class. On the inhale, lengthen your arms. On the exhale, come down, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Hips forward, arms back, stomach in. Inhale, stretch up, decompress the spine. Exhale, slowly bend to the left, press your hips to the right, breathe. So if at any point in class you can't breathe, you're holding your breath, or you have to gasp for breath, that's probably a sign that you've gone a little too far. You want to flood the body with oxygen the whole time. Once you can breathe, focus on alignment. Bring the weight into your heels, hips a little forward, head and arms back, biceps with the ears, palms together, wrists straight. Push your right hip a little forward, get your 2 hips in line. Now bring your left shoulder forward, open your chest, like a flower petal blooming. Option to stay here or get a little deeper at the end. Come down, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up. First back bend of the day. Take a deep breath. Full lungs. Keep your eyes open and relax your head back. Once you're in the back bend, you're going to do little sips of air off of that initial big gulp of air. Keep your eyes open, look for the floor behind you, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears, try to touch the wall behind you. Whole spine backward bending from coccyx to the neck, lower back, middle back, upper back. Bend your total spine backward bending. Keep the weight in your heels. Lock your legs. Inhale, breathing. Push your stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward. Exhale, arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Inhale to come up. Big stretch up. Decompress your spine. Exhale, stomach in. Bend your knees, fold. Hands to floor. Relax your head. Go for a walk. Move your hips. Shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Tadasana, hands to feet, toes. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels, roll your way into your toes, and lift your hips up. Nice. Stretch your upper body down. From the lower spine to the floor, pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes, with a smiling, happy face. Roll forward like a wheel. Send your hips up towards the ceiling. Push your knees back. Stretch your spine down to the floor. Change. Come on up. Arms and ears. Knees can bend as you lift up. Very nice. Float your arms down and you stand a little taller. All right, second set, feet together. Inhale, arms up, palms together. Interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. Maybe switch the grip so other thumb, pinky finger on top. Nice, tight, white knuckle grip. Press your heels down, pull your abdomen in, squeeze your palms together. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly bend to the right. Press your hips to the left, breathe. So maybe in the second set, you go a little deeper. You're more warmed up. Or maybe in the second set, you actually do a little bit less, or you focus on one part of the posture, like your breath, or the arms of the ears, or the weight in the heels. Use what you learned in the first set to inform the second set. Weight in the heels, hips forward, arms back, left hip a little forward, 2 hips in line. Now bring your right shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Option to stay here or get a little deeper at the end. Come down, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up, stop in the middle, shoulders down, chin up, chest up. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly bend to the left, press your hips to the right, breathe. So in a class of yoga like this, where we hold postures for like 30 seconds, 20 seconds, a minute, right? Towards the end, you'll often hear an invitation to go a little deeper. It might sound like push, 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 or kick, kick, kick. That is an invitation, not a command, right? You're always welcome to stay light and lifted. This is your body. This is your yoga practice. This is your life. This is your choice, right? Do at this time what feels good to you. Keep your mouth closed, eyes open. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up, second heart opener. Keep your eyes open so you're aware of where you are in time and space. Relax your head back, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and take your arms back with your ears. Whole spine backward bending from coccyx to the neck, whole front of the body stretching. Press your heels down, push your hips forward, lift your chest up. When our back is tight, the knees or elbows might buckle a little bit. See if you can contract the quads, lengthen the arms. Now bring arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Inhale to come up, stretch. Exhale, stomach in, fold, hands to floor, relax your head. Go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head. Notice what's a little bit more loose in the second set, what's still a little tighter, tender. And second set, Tadasana, bend your knees. You can grab the backs of your legs or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your big toes, and lift your hips up. Slide your stomach down thighs, chest down knees, face down the shins. One day, top of the head touches the top of the feet. Let your neck muscles relax, eyes open, roll forward a little bit more, find your edge, lift your hips up, push your knees back, try to lock your knees. Change, come on up, biceps of ears, knees can bend as you stretch up. Good, keep stretching up, float your arms and shoulders down, and you stand a little taller. Awkward Utkatasana, step your right foot to the right, about hip width distance, not too big of a step. Keep the insides of your feet perfectly parallel, like 11s. Arms up, parallel to the floor. Tricep muscles tight, all 5 fingers together, thumbs with your index fingers. Reach your arms forward, pull your abdomen in, Bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels. Good, sit down. Halfway only, hips into a chair. Suck your stomach in and lift your upper body off of your lower body. Lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, change. Come on up, keep your arms there. Press your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide, come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Stretch up at the top and sit down. So in the second part, rather than leaning forward, try to lean back. Send your tailbone down as you stretch the crown of your head up. Lift your heels a little higher, knees a little higher. Sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change. Last part, come on up. Still breathing. Squeeze your knees together. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. Take your time. Listen to your body, stop wherever you want, or keep sitting down and stop when there's a 1/2 inch gap between your hips and your heels. Squeeze your knees together and forward. Thighs parallel to the floor. Arms parallel to the thighs. Spine perfectly straight from the side. Looks like you're holding a box. Squeeze knees together and change. Slowly press the floor away from you. Nice, heels down. Right foot back, arms and shoulders down. Hold still, take a breath. So from here on out, we'll try to find a little bit of stillness between every set of every posture. Practice, not perfection. Second step, step your right foot to the right hip width distance, insides your feet parallel, arms up parallel to the floor. Reach your arms forward, pull your abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down. Keep 6 inches between your toes, your heels, your knees, and your hands. Pull your abdomen in, lift your upper body off your lower body, your arms are your counterbalance, lift your chin up, chest up, change. Come on up, keep your arms there, concentrate, meditate, levitate, lift your heels. Working on balance here. Stretch up at the top, contract quads, glutes, lift your pelvic floor, bend your knees and sit down. Feel your big toes pushing into the floor as your abdominal wall engages. Heels a little higher, triceps tight, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, last part, come on up, squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor, and slowly sit down like you're sliding your back down a wet marble wall. Keep your hips slightly lifted off the heels, drop the shoulders, stretch the crown of your head up, neck long, and change. Slowly come up. Take your time as you lift. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms and shoulders down. Eagle pose, Vajrasana. We'll do the right side first. Keep in mind I'm not mirroring you. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, swing right arm, under left arm, right elbow, under left elbow, cross first at the elbows. Again, if you can at the wrists, palms together, thumbs towards your nose. You can also interlace fingers, grab a thumb, or grab your shoulders and give yourself a big hug. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit back and down, hips into a chair, stay down there, lean back and bring your right leg over your left leg as high as possible. Cross your legs, twist like ropes, maybe even wrap your right foot behind your left calf. So your posture might look like this. Might also look like this or somewhere in between. Depth of asana, depth of posture does not equate to depth of yoga practice. A little bit goes a long way. Sit a little lower if it feels good. Try to breathe a little slower in and out through the nose. Upper body back at the end. Good, change. Feet together, arms up. Let's do the left side. Swing left arm, under right arm, palms together, thumbs towards your nose. Notice if your hands are to the right of your face. Bring your hands back to center, right shoulder down. Pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit back and down. Lean back, keep your hips low, and bring your left leg over your right leg as high as possible. Cross your legs, twist like ropes, breathe through your nose. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the left, upper body to the right, wrists, elbows, knees, and ankles all in line. Move your hips back and down. Lift your upper body off of your lower body. Change. Feet together, arms up. Second set. Here we go. Swing right arm, under left arm. On this side, you might bring your hands a little to the right and drop your left shoulder down. Pull elbows down, sit back and down. I'm doing this at an angle. Lean back and bring right leg over left leg, hamstring over quadricep. If your foot is wrapping, try to eliminate the gap between right ankle and left calf muscle. Push your left hip a little forward, Right shoulder a little forward, move your hips back and down, just like chair pose, upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms up, last one, here we go. Swing left arm, under right arm, pull elbows down, 1 2 fingers below the nose, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, and bring left leg over right leg. If your hands are in prayer, press palms together, flatten palms, straighten wrists, maybe even get fingertips a little bit more in line. Push your top leg into your bottom leg. If your foot is wrapped, try to eliminate the gap between left ankle and right calf muscle. Sit down, lean back, and change. Feet together, arms up, arms down. Party time, you can grab a sip of water if you want. Well, I just realized I don't have water. That's no fun. 1 second. Cheers. Okay. The joy of having a small apartment is you don't have to run very far for your glass of water. Let's continue. Standing head to knee, Dandayamana Vajrasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, engage your core, lift your pelvic floor. Option, that rhymed. Option to stay here or round down and pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. Option to stay here in the setup. If you have a grip on your foot and you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble, inhale, breathing. Slowly, gently, lift your right leg up. Good. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor. Very nice. No higher. Hey, Mary, no lower. Standing leg lock. Take a breath. Kick your heel forward. Flex your toes back. Breathe through your nose. If both legs lock, start to bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles. One day, elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Change. Slowly straighten your arms. Bend your right leg and softly return your right foot to the floor. Shift your weight to your right leg. Evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot. Lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, engage your abdominal wall. Option to stay here or round down and pick up your foot. Notice if the weight shifts into your heel or if your knee starts to buckle. Think about lifting your hips so that your knee is over your ankle. From the side, one long line. If you have a grip on your foot, standing leg locked, inhale. Slowly, gently, left leg up. For my hyper flexible folks, it's not so much about like pushing the kneecap back. It's more about lifting the kneecap up, contract the quad. From here, press your heel forward, flex your toes back, make sure you're breathing. If both legs lock, from the side legs, make an L like Linda, puff up your chest, and slowly bend elbows down, chest down, elbows down. Move your heel forward, hip forward, toes back. Change, arms straight, bend your left leg, left foot down. Very nice. You can put your hands on your back and do a little back bend or a knee bend. To tell you, this time of year with my air conditioning turned off, I feel like I am doing hot yoga. It is toasty in here. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, round down, pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Inhale, right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles, tuck chin to chest. Put your forehead on your knee, hold wherever you are for 5. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring your head up. Arms straight. Bend your right leg, right foot down. Shift your weight to your right leg, evenly distribute your body weight on right foot without grabbing the floor with your toes. Lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, round down, pick up your left foot. Standing leg solid, concrete, one piece, lamppost unbroken. You have no knee. Inhale, left leg up. Both legs lock, bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles, tuck chin to chest. Put your exactly forehead on your knee. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Slowly bring your head up, arms straight, then the left leg, left foot down. Good for you. That's always a doozy. Next is a big back bend, shoulder and chest opener. Standing bow pulling pose, Dandayamana Vajrasana, feet together. Bring your right hand up, elbow touches the body, palm faces the ceiling. Bring your hand out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Yes, reach back without turning. Or twisting your wrist, pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Bring your left arm up and back with your ear, knees together to start. Lock your left leg, point your right toes. Lift your chin and chest, take a breath, stretch up. Option to stay here or slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously, kick your right leg back and up. Take your time. At first, just find a place where you can balance, breathe, and back bend. If you fall out, hop back in, kick even harder. Slowly bring the body down and the leg up. So your foot comes over the top of your head, 2 heels in line, kick back and up, 2 shoulders in line, body down more, leg up more, charge your body forward, kick back, kick up one more time. Change, slowly kick yourself out of the posture, feet together, arms down. Bring your left hand up, out to the left. Reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, thumb with your index finger. Lift your right arm up, bring your bicep back with your ear, hips in line. Lift your right kneecap, point your left toes. Option to stay here or take a breath, lift your shoulders, stretch up, and slowly kick into your hand. Simultaneously, charge your body forward. In this posture, we're stretching out the hip flexor, we're strengthening the back of the kicking leg. We're really opening through the chest and shoulders where a lot of us carry tension. Kicking and stretching should be equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Make sure you're still breathing. Prioritize the breath in and out through the nose. Body down more, leg up more. Reach your right shoulder forward. Try to touch the wall in front of you. Kick, body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly press yourself up. Feet together, stand tall, take a breath. Second set, right hand up, out to the right, reach back, pick up the inside of your right foot, left arm up, knees together. This is a moving meditation. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin and chest, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe, kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through the nose, body down, leg up, reach forward, kick back, kick up, hold for 5, hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come out of the posture. Good, feet together, arms down, last one, left hand up, out to the left. Reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, right arm up, arm with ear, maybe arm behind ear flap. Lift your right kneecap, point your left toes, lift your chin and chest, stretch up, and slowly swipe your right arm along the profile of your face until your shoulder and chin touch. Simultaneously swipe your inner thighs together, you're kicking back and you're kicking up, kick from the glutes, kick from the hamstring, kick from the calf, continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission, almost to the end, body down to parallel, big toe to the ceiling, kick, kick, kick. Change slowly, make your way out of the posture, feet together, arms and shoulders down. Come to the back of your mat, Tadasana, balancing stick, feet together, arms up, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, nice tight white knuckle grip, lean back, stretch up. Step your right foot forward, shift your weight to your right foot, stretch, point your left toes, option to stay here, or start to come down, parallel to the floor. Good. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. From the side, body makes a T like Tom, very nice, no broken umbrellas, stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change, left foot down, right foot back, lean back, big stretch up. Step your left foot forward, shift your weight to your left foot, stretch, point your right toes and come down. Charge your body forward, try to touch the wall in front of you, shoulder blade, scapula stretching away from the body, chest down, chin forward, point your right toes, lift your right leg. Change, slowly right foot down, left foot back, float your arms down, take a breath. Go again, arms up, palms together, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top, lean back, stretch up, Step your right foot forward, lock both legs, stretch, and come down. Keep your arms with your ears, even if you don't go as far into the posture. Arms with your ears, lock your legs, lock your arms, reach forward, stretch back, and change. Softly left foot down, right foot back, big stretch up. Step your left foot forward, lock both legs, stretch, and tilt. Squeeze your palms together up to the wrists. Imagine you're trying to turn on a light switch with your right big toe. Body down, leg up, stretch, and change. Right foot down, good, left foot back, arms down. Enough of that. You can come to the top of your mat and face the long side of your mat for the separate legs postures. I will face you. We will begin with standing, separate leg stretching, Dandayamana Bikattapada, Paschimottanasana. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, nice big step, arms down parallel to the floor. You can turn your toes in towards each other, or you can keep the insides of your feet parallel. Lock your legs, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, stomach in, fold. Slow exhale as you go down. Lots of options. You're welcome to place your hands on the floor in front of you, especially if your knees are buckling. You can also grab the outsides of your feet. You can even try grabbing your heels from behind. Everybody roll forward like a wheel. Lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your knees. First the leg stretching, then the hip stretching, lower spine, whole body stretching. 3, 60-degree angle stretching, coccyx to toes, coccyx to forehead, roll forward, hips up, touch your head to the floor in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, take your time. Very nice. Step your right foot back to the left, arms up, arms down. If your forehead easily touched the floor in the first set, you might try taking a smaller step so you can really stretch the legs and spine more. If your forehead was nowhere near the floor, you might try taking a bigger step. Just make sure that your step is never so wide that you lose control of the legs. You want to feel the stretch in the backs of the legs, not the inner thighs. Second set, here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, the step that works for you. Arms down parallel to the floor, toes in, heels out. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold. Fingers in line with the shoulders. You're reaching your scapula apart as you go down. If you can grab your heels, bend your elbows back. Elbows to calf, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine. And again, for my flexible folks, it's not so much about pushing your knees back here. It's about contracting the quadricep muscles, lift the kneecaps. Everybody roll forward, hips up, pull and stretch. If your head's not quite yet touching the floor, you might take a little bit of a bigger step here. Roll forward one more time, try to flatten your back. When your head is an inch or two away from the floor, drop your head down, head touches the floor in between your feet. Good, and change, slowly come up. Very nice, step your right foot back, arms up, arms down. Okay, let's continue, triangle pose, Trikonasana. Inhale, arms up, big stretch up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, nice generous step, arms down parallel to the floor. Press your hips forward, lean your upper body back. Turn your right foot out, make sure your heels are in line. Bend your right knee and lunge. You want your knee directly over your ankle. Sit down. Lean back and move your arms at the same time. Tilt your upper body to a 45-degree angle. Aim your fingertips towards your big and second toe. Good. Don't touch the floor. Don't push any weight on the floor. That looks so good, everyone. Look up towards the ceiling. Touch your chin to your shoulder. Look for your left thumb. Push your left hip forward and down. Stomach in. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow, chest up. Now turn. Twist upper body back like spine twisting posture at the end of class. Lock your left leg. Keep your left foot flat and stable on the floor. Change, move your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line. Inhale, bend your left knee and lunge. As you bend the left knee, make sure you're contracting the right quadricep muscle so the right leg is super strong. Squeeze your glutes. Sit down, press your hips forward, engage your core, and move your arms at the same time. Elbow in front of the knee, hover your fingertips between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up towards the ceiling, look for your right thumb. This is a spine twist, and the whole spine is twisting, even the neck spine. Just make sure you're not forcing your body or moving in a way that doesn't feel good, right? Reach your right shoulder up, drop your left shoulder down, push your right hip forward, push your left knee back. Now roll your right rib cage back, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, move your arms, straighten your leg, left toes in, step your right foot back, arms up. With control, float your arms down, take a breath. Try again, second set, triangle. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, nice big step, arms down parallel to the floor. Press your hips forward, stretch the crown of your head up, turn your right foot out, maybe left toes in. Inhale, bend your right knee and lunge. You can sit down low, push your hips forward, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. Look up, stretch up, tricep muscles, thanks. All 5 fingers together, thumb with your index finger. Reach your left arm up, stretch your right arm down, push your left hip forward, push your right knee back. Now turn, twist, open your chest, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, engage your core as you come up, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out. So the core is engaged to take pressure off of the hips. Inhale, bend your left knee and lunge, sit down, lean back, and move your arms. Notice if you're sticking your butt out and leaning forward, you want to imagine you could lean against a wall behind you one day, even the lower back is nice and long. Look up and stretch up, breathe through your nose, relax your jaw. Push your right hip forward and down. Push your left knee back with the help of your elbow. Now turn, twist upper body back like spine twisting posture at the end of class. Very nice. Lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat and stable on the floor. Keep your core engaged, change. Move your arms, straighten your left leg. Left toes in, right foot back to the place, arms up, arms down. Next is a compression posture, standing separate leg, head to knee, Vajrasana. In this posture, we're going to squeeze and compress our abdominal wall. In Ayurvedic medicine, there's this idea that your internal organs want to be massaged the way that like your muscles or your joints want to be massaged, right? So think of this as like an internal massage. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, 3 to 4 feet. Shift your weight to your heels, pick up your toes, and pivot for standing separate leg, head to knee, Dandayamana Vikatapada Vajrasana. Turn your back, left toes in. Push your left hip forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line. Backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, pull your abdomen in, and you go down. Round, scoop, curl, tuck, concave. Tuck your chin to your chest. Pull your abdomen in, touch your forehead to your knee. If your forehead and knee aren't touching, you might try bending your front leg. You can try turning your back toes in more. We're taking a little bit of a bigger or smaller step. You can also push the floor away from you, tuck your chin to your chest, and bring your forehead and knee a little bit closer together. Never force your body. Front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Push your forehead into your knee a couple times. Lock both legs, so stabilize your joints, kneecaps lift. Walk your hands back together in prayer, biceps with ears. Change, slowly uncurl, push your front foot into the floor as you come up. Head up last. Very nice. When you're ready, pick up your toes and pivot to the other side of the room. Uncross your heels. Turn your back toes in. Push your right hip forward until your hips and armpits are in line. Palms together, pinky fingers touch. Inhale, stretch up. Slowly exhale. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Chin to chest, pull abdomen in, touch your forehead to your knee. So if your forehead and knee aren't touching, again, you might try bending your front leg, but you're not forcing the body. Always focus on what you can do rather than what you cannot do. So you might focus on your breath. You might focus on alignment. Bring the weight into your front foot, left hip up, right hip forward, 2 hips in line. You might focus on balance. Maybe walk your hands back together. You can always focus on that compression aspect of the posture, even if the forehead and knee don't touch. So tuck your chin to your chest and draw your navel all the way up to the ceiling. Now push your forehead into your knee, lift your kneecaps, lock your legs, hands together. Push your front foot into the floor and change. Imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh, your chest, arms with your ears, head up last. Pivot on your heels, very nice. Step your right foot back, float your arms down. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, other thumb on top. Exhale, step your right foot to the right. Nice, generous step. Be generous with yourself. Pick up your toes, pivot on your heels, turn your back toes in, squeeze your left glutes, press your left hip forward, 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 palms together. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, chin to chest, go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You can't see your front foot all the way down. In the second set, you might try keeping your hands together in prayer. Tuck your chin to your chest, pull your abdomen in, touch your forehead to your knee, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Stretch your fingers forward beyond your big and second toe. Bring maximum weight to your right front foot, right hip up, left hip forward, 2 hips in line. Push forehead into knee.
Lift your kneecaps, lock your legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl, arms and ears.
Head up last. Nice. As you're ready, pivot on your heels. I'll face you for the last one. Make sure your heels are in line and your hands are together. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, chin to chest, go down. Take your time. Try to feel each part of your spine moving.
Chin to chest, hands in prayer. Touch your forehead to your knee. Stretch your fingers forward. Bring your weight to your front foot. That helps with balance and alignment. Left hip up, right hip forward, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathe, relax your jaw. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together, change. Press your right hip forward,
Right shoulder forward, full stop at the top. That's so nice. As you're ready, pivot on your heels, right foot back, slowly arms down. Come to the middle of your mat for the hip opening series, beginning with tree pose, Tadasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, point your right toes. You can have your ankle on your shin, your knee, your thigh. You can touch your heel to your costume and let your right knee drop down and back into a half lotus shape. Never force your body. Right hand to the center of your chest. And if you can balance without your without your right foot falling, left hand. Press palms together, feel your biceps engage, draw your elbows and shoulders down, stretch the crown of your head up. Change, right leg down. Shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze right thigh tight, and lift your left leg up. Heel to costume, let your left knee drop. This side might feel different from the other side. It does for me. You can bring one or both hands together. On this side, my foot falls, so I'm gonna hold on to my foot. Press your hips forward, stretch the crown of your head up. Think about temporarily eliminating any curvature in your spine. Relax your right toes. Good, change, left leg down. Next, we'll do toe stand, Padangustasana. You're also welcome to do a second set of tree. I'm gonna show you this from the side. Shift your weight, and I'll show you this way. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up. And this time your foot can be anywhere above your knee, anywhere on the thigh. If your foot's prone to falling, you can hold on to it, otherwise hands in prayer. Look towards the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Hands to floor, option to stay here or lean forward. Bring the weight into your arms, lift your left heel, bend your left knee and sit down. So the weight is in your arms as you sit down. Walk your hands back, point your right toes, stretch the crown of your head up. Left hand to the center of your chest. Right hand, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. As you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or push your hands into the floor. Lift your hips up, bring your heel down, and change. Slowly reverse out. Nice. Change, right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze right thigh tight, lift your left leg up, let your left knee drop, then hold on to your foot or bring hands in prayer. Look towards the floor, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Inhale, lengthen. Slow exhale, fold. I'm going to stay here, but I'll keep walking you through it. Remember, you can stop at any point. Lean forward into your arms, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down on your heel. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Stretch the crown of your head up to the ceiling, point your left toes. Left hand to the center of your chest. Right hand, palms together, elbows down, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. As you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up, straighten your standing leg, heel down, and then lift from the lower ribs to reverse out. Good for you. Change, left leg down. Honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. We are on the floor for the rest of class. Bring your heels together, let your toes fall open, arms down by your side, palms face the ceiling. Eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Savasana is a gas station. Let it fill you up. As you inhale, feel your body rise. As you exhale, feel your body fall. Breathe in. And slowly breathe out. So anytime we enter into a yoga practice, I hope that we're practicing, or I hope that you're practicing. I am always trying to practice consent And as a reminder, consent is not just a single enthusiastic yes. True consent means that at any time, you can say no, which means you might agree to a posture or a breathing exercise. You might be super gung-ho about it. And 20 seconds in, you're like, you know what? This isn't for me. You have permission at any time to take a different shape with your body, to take a break, to do something else entirely, or simply to stand or lie down and even take a nap. So just because you enter into a yoga practice or a certain posture or meditation or breathing exercise does not mean that you need to stay that way the whole time, right? And as we learn to practice this consent and boundaries with ourselves on our yoga mat, I hope that that seeps out into any other areas of your life as well. Remember that even if you agree to something, if it is no longer working out for you, you have the power to say no, and no is a complete sentence. The floor series begins with Pavana Muktasana, when you're moving pose. Bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, nice tight white knuckle grip, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body, hold and breathe. Eventually, or in the future, the knee will tuck into the armpits. Change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, nice tight anti-arthritic grip. Pull your knee out to the left, down towards your shoulder. Keep your right leg on the floor. If your right calf muscle does not naturally touch the floor, you can flex your right toes back to your face to anchor the right side body down. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up. Grab your elbows each other, give yourself a big hug for practicing yoga today. Good for you. If you can't grab your elbows, you can grab the backs of your legs. You can grab your knees, you can interlace your fingers, grab your wrists or forearms, or if it's easy to grab your elbows, you might even try palming your elbows, squeezing the knees together a little bit more. Keep your head on the floor without lifting your head, tuck your chin in slightly, look down the center line of your body, hold and breathe. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down and eyes open. Concentrate and meditate. Second set. Bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers. Maybe you switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top. Pull your knee out and down. So many of us have a dominant hand that we write with. You might also through yoga figure out like, it's easier for me to balance on my right leg than my left leg, right? You might even start to notice that you always sit crisscross applesauce one day, or that your fingers tend to interlace one side. Change, right? Like down, left leg up. So through yoga, we become a little bit more mindful of those neuromuscular pathways that we've created over the years. And then we do fun things like we switch the grip. So the other thumb pinky finger is on top, or we make sure to balance on both legs. So the body and the mind and the spirit even out a little bit. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows each other. The goal of yoga is self-realization, community care, and I think even like God or God's realization, like this idea that there's divine in each of us, and through self-realization and community care, we get to know not just ourselves, but other people better. And by extension, we get to know maybe like an unknown spirit. Change, arms down and eyes open. So that's the goal. The goal is not to become symmetrical, right? That might be a byproduct of class, but it's not the goal. So just keep that in mind. I think we did 2 sets. I apologize if we didn't. I'll give you a moment to do the second set if we didn't. Haven't taught this class in a week. Okay, hoping we did 2 sets. Now we'll do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, skip the sit up, roll off to the side, meet on your abdomen. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, turn, lie on your abdomen for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra Bhujangasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands on the floor just below your shoulders so your elbows point up to the ceiling. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, push your feet, hips and hands into the floor. Look up and lift. Very nice. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Use 100% spine strength. Come up halfway only. Elbows stay bent. They make an L, a 90-degree angle. Hug your arms into your sides. Roll your shoulders back and down away from your ears. Keep your neck long. Don't forget about your cobra's tail. That looks so good. Feet together, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs. Squeeze your butt. Push the tops of your feet, hips and hands flat into the floor. Now look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up, and change. Good. Slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, big toes together, heels fall open. Second set, bring your chin forward, place your hands flat on the floor just below your shoulders so your elbows point up. Hug your arms into your sides. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Press the tops of your feet and hands flat into the floor. Lock your legs, look up and lift. So this is a fairly simple posture, but there's actually a lot going on, right? We're strengthening the legs, right? Lock your legs, contract the quads, squeeze the glutes. We're stretching out through the toes and ankles with the tops of the feet on the floor. We're also putting some pressure on the abdomen. This is another posture that's good for massaging the internal organs, good for digestion. We're opening up through the chest and shoulders. You're strengthening your biceps and triceps a bit too, right? Press your hands down. And there's, as well as a back bend, a lot of activation in the upper spine. Squeeze your shoulder blade scapula together. Now look up towards the ceiling, stretching the motor ocular nerve, your eye nerve. Lift your chest and gaze up. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat, arms down, heels open. I often find that the more simple the posture, the more like dynamic the benefits, right? So it's one of my favorite things about yoga in general, I think, is very simple things like the practice of non-harm or truth telling, or the practice of like Savasana, right? Where you lie on your back, or Cobra pose, which we just did, or a simple breathing exercise in through the nose and out through the mouth. All of those can actually have really profound benefits. And I don't know, I just like the idea that, you know, some things in life are for sure complicated, but a lot of things actually can be simple, and yoga can be one of them. So don't make it too complicated or too hard on yourself. Just breathe and have fun. Lokashalavasana, chin forward, arms straight position. Rotate your arms, palms face the floor. You can keep your arms out to the side or bring your arms underneath you. One day arms invisible underneath your torso. One day pinky fingers touch. Lock your right leg, point your right toes and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Press your knuckles down. Roll forward, shoulders down, lift your right leg up. Change, slowly right leg down. Relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up as high as you can. Keep the right leg relaxed. Left leg should be solid. Concrete, one-piece lamppost unbroken, you have no knee. Lengthen and lift. Change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down. Bring your arms a little closer underneath you. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butts, point your toes, roll forward and lift both legs up. Come up, everybody come up. So nice. Struggle a little harder. Don't give up. Get out of your own way. Press your shoulders down, roll forward, lock your legs, lift your thighs up. Change, slowly lower down. Take your arms out. Look to your right, left ear on your mat. Breathe. I admit that that is not my favorite posture. And sometimes I really like psych myself out of it, or I make it a big deal. And then sometimes I do it and I'm like, you know what, this really isn't that big of a deal. And remember that if you ever get into the posture and you're like, you know what, this doesn't feel good, you can always just come out of it, but you might as well give it a try, right? Because I've found like a lot of times in yoga, the thing that I make a big deal out of turns not to be that big of a deal. Second set, bring your chin forward, arms straight, palms down. Option to keep your arms out to the side, bring your arms underneath you. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. Imagine you're drawing a line up the back wall using your right big toe. Sole of the foot flat to the ceiling, hips in line. Lift your right leg up. Change, right leg down, relax right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. One leg is practice for two legs. See how high you can lift your left leg. And maybe that's how high you lift both legs, right? Roll forward, shoulders down, leg up. Change, left leg down, chin and mouth down. Bring your arms a little closer, spread your fingers wider, make up your mind, lock your legs, point your toes, roll forward, and lift both legs up. In the second set, you can bring your feet apart. That might help you lift up more, and then bring your knees, feet back together. Even if your feet are barely lifting off the floor or you're in Savasana here, imagine your feet coming over the top of your head. Visualize, roll forward, legs up, change, lower down, very nice. Take your arms out, look to your left, right here on your mat. So sometimes, you know, even before class starts, like if I have a certain injury or I'm in a grumpy mood, I'll be like, ooh, that posture is going to be hard today. And then I get there and I'm like, you know what, that was actually really fun or not that big of a deal. Conversely, especially with regular practitioners of yoga, sometimes we're so used to doing an asana that we just assume we can do it, right? Or a pranayama or a meditation. And halfway through, we realize, oh, it doesn't feel so good today. So we're, trying to like assume less and just enjoy the present moment a little bit more. I recommend in general, try not to assume that you can't do a posture, and also try not to assume that you can do a posture, because every day is a little bit different. And gosh, yoga is a beautiful way to bring us into the present moment. And hopefully it does that in a peaceful way, not a painful way. Bring your chin forward, Pranashalavasana, full locust, zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up and lift. Very nice. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor. Gorgeous, like a jumbo jet taking off. Just your hip bones on the floor. The rest of your body's in the air. Look up towards the ceiling where your eyes go. Body knows to follow. Keep your neck long. Jaw relaxed. Reach your arms apart. Lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, arms back. Come up a little higher at the end. Good. Change slowly with control. Lower down. No crash landing. Stuck in your wings. Look to your right, left ear on your mat. As we look left and right, it's just a gentle opening to the neck and shoulders. As you inhale, feel the backs of your ribs expand. As you exhale, let your shoulders and chest fall. Second set, chin forward, arms out, knees, feet together. Eyes open. Squeeze your inner thighs. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up and lift. So again, this is a fairly simple posture, right? We're lifting our upper body and lower body off the floor, but there's a lot going on, right? You're strengthening through your arms and legs. You're opening through the chest and shoulders. You're bending the spine, right? And you're also strengthening the whole back. Anytime you Google like yoga for back pain, this posture will be in any sequence you find. Lock your legs, point your toes, lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, arms back, come up a little higher at the end. Good. Change slowly, lower down, tucking your wings to your left, right ear on your mat. And really this whole sequence on our abdomen, what's called the spine strengthening series, all of these postures are good for getting you out of back pain. And remember that there's different options within the asanas that you can take, especially if you have like a shoulder injury or a knee or a hip injury. So lots of options, but I love these postures, and I love that it's called the spine strengthening series, not the spine flexibility series, because for all of these asanas, there are other variations in which you might work a little bit more on spinal compression, but in these, it's really about strengthening the muscles that surround the spine so that you can stand a little taller after class. What a joy. Bring your chin forward for Dhanurasana floor bow. Bend your knees, grab your feet from the outside 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with the index fingers. You can also grab one foot at once, or even, use like a scarf or a belt or a rope if you can't quite grab your feet. So again, lots of options. Squeeze inner thighs together, point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up, and start to kick into your hands. Very nice. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. Beautiful. It's the kick that drives the posture. Oh, that is chef's kiss. So good. Roll forward like a wheel, freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Do little sips of air in and out to your nose. Wrists straight, kick from your glutes, kick from your hamstrings, kick from your calves. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. Kick and kick and kick. Change, lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, and let that one go. Second set, last one on the stomach, might as well do it. Chin forward, might as well. Bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside 2 inches below the toes. Maybe in the second set, wrists straight from the get-go, so you're working on upper fingertip strength a little bit more. Point your toes, squeeze your glutes, look up and kick. So again, this posture, you're purposely putting some pressure on the abdomen, good for digestion. It's a really nice way to stretch out the chest, the shoulders, also the biceps and triceps. And at the same time, you're strengthening your glutes, your hamstrings, your calves. Point your toes, look up towards the ceiling, touch your big toes to the ceiling, kick, kick, kick. Change, lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat. Let that one go. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up. Come to the top of your mat for fixed firm, Supta Vajrasana. I'll show you from the side. Start in tabletop, open your knees and feet so your feet are a little bit wider than your butt. Insides of your feet parallel. At your own pace, start to walk your hands back and sink your hips down. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time. If you can sit between your heels and you're not in pain, you always have an option to stay here or put your hands on your feet. Bend your right elbow down, left elbow down, head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in,
Next, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. Wherever you are is wonderful. You want a gentle stretch through your toes, ankles, knees, quads, and hips. Never a point of pain, especially when we're working with delicate lower body joints like the knees, ankles, and toes. A little bit goes a long way. Change, put your hands on your feet, press yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Again, depth of yoga posture does not equate to depth of yoga practice, right? So some flexi folks can come into class and like do that posture their first day, and other folks can practice 20 years and have a beautiful practice, but there's a knee injury or tight toes or ankles from running or cycling, right? We don't go very far into the posture. It can be easy to equate the two things, but they're very, very different, right? Yoga is about so much more than like how deep can you go into a posture. It's more like how deep can you go into yourself and how loving can you go towards like the people around you, I think. Next, we do another straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, skip the sit up, roll off to the side. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. So let the postures work for you, not the other way around. In the second set, you might try the traditional version of Vajrasana with your knees together and your feet apart. You can also try letting the knees separate a little bit more if that helps you sink your butt down closer to the floor. As you're ready, put your palms on your soles, left elbow down, right elbow down, head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms overhead, maybe grab other elbow on top. And this might be a nice occasion to remind yourself why you came to yoga today. I have no idea why you personally came to yoga today, but my guess is that the main goal was not to get all the way into this posture, right? So again, it doesn't have to do with the postures. As you're ready, put your hands on your feet and change, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. I have one student for whom this probably is one of the top reasons why they come to yoga, and they're very proud of themselves that over the years they've got their butt closer and closer to the floor. And sometimes I even get progress reports on that. But even though what he's telling me is, oh, my fixed firm is getting better, I still know that that's not actually why he's coming to class, right? He's coming to class because he's working hard on something and he's seeing the results pay off. And in the process, he is learning both determination and patience. So even on the days where you do come to class for a certain posture or breathing exercise, it's still probably not about that thing, right? It's about what we're learning about ourselves or expressing about ourselves in the posture. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. But he would probably say that he comes to class for fixed firm, but I would argue differently. Come to the back of your mat, half tortoise, Ardha Kramasana. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, lengthen through your neck spine, inhale, stretch up, exhale, stomach and fold. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So if, for example, you would like to work on your patience in life, yoga might be a nice, fun place to practice patience. Or if you want to work on determination, yoga is a great place to feel determined. Tilt your pinky fingers down. Try to get elbows and wrists off the floor. Just the knife edges of the pinky fingers touch the floor. The rest of your arms are in the air. Reach your arms forward. Sink your hips back. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Change. Come on up. Arms of your ears. Very nice. Arms down. Turn around. Savasana. I think sometimes when we think about, I don't know, like yogis in India in ancient times, like sometimes in the West, people might think about like a sage, like, I don't know, sitting in lotus pose in the middle of a cave meditating for 30 years, right? Or you associate it with like, I don't know, someone like sleeping on a bed of nails. And for sure, there are those like extreme monk type yogis. But a lot of yogis, both historically and today, are actually taking moderate paths. So like even historically, like the path of the yogi is a path of moderation. It is both patience and determination, right? You're too patient, not much happens. If you're too determined, you get hurt and then you have to like start over again. So again, there are, like yogi sages, but most of the people who practice yoga for the last 10,000 years are probably like you and me, just at like different, times throughout history. So
don't feel like you need to push yourself too hard. Just be yourself and enjoy the rest. And the posture starts to come a little bit easier. Legs together, arms overhead, chin to chest, sit up. Good, come to the back. I've actually been thinking a lot how for most of history, yoga was like practiced in our home, right? Like not at a studio, it was practiced in our homes. And we're kind of coming back to that. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs with all the distraction of palms. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold. How long can you look forward? Can you touch your forehead to the floor first and then your little fingers to the floor? Reach your arms forward, sink your hips back, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize, stretch. Change, come on up. Very nice. Arms down, turn around, Savasana. Again, like, historically, for sure, there's like yogis and ashrams who dedicate their life to practice, but like the majority of yogis, both in years past and today, we just like practice at home or in a studio, right? Of course, there's people that dedicate their life purely to yoga, the way that there's people who dedicate their life like purely to baking, right? Or whatever, or meditating, or whatever that thing is. But the majority of yogis, like, I think throughout time and history have been kind of like on a moderate path, as am I, and as you are welcome to do as well. Although if you want to live in an ashram, like that would be cool too. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Enjoy the sit up, elbows to floor, forehead to knees, push and squeeze. Good, come to the top of your mat. For Camel Ustras, our deepest back bend, stand on your knees 6 inches between your knees and feet. Put your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. Push your hips forward, hips over knees. Keep your eyes open, look up, lift your nose and chin. And if it feels good, let your head drop back. Option to stay here or go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Option to stay here or right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. If you can't grab your heels, keep your hands on your hips. This is a great hip flexor stretch. You're going to keep your hips over your knees. So hips forward, chest up, and back. Put your hands on your back, then change. Press yourself up, stretch up, sit down, turn around, Savasana. If all you did today is show up on your yoga mat and take a breath, know that that is and was and will always be enough. I haven't thought about this or said this in a while, but it just came to me. One of my teachers would always say, like, my best advice in yoga, especially hot yoga, right? She'd say, stop kicking your own ass. Stop kicking your own ass. Just enjoy. Second set, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, and sit up. Come to the top of your mat. You can open your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, still 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands on your lower back. Bring elbows closer together. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up. Relax your head back. Option to stay here or go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Option to stay here or left hand down, grab your left heel, right hand down, grab your right heel, push your hips forward, lift your chest up, relax your head back. As you're ready, put your hands on your back, press yourself up, stretch up, sit down, turn around, Savasana. It's also important to remember, like, not yoga is in no way a monolith. It never has been. Again, there's people who do like sit and meditate and chant in caves, and there's people who have like a fulfilling home life and plenty of friends and family and practice yoga. That's true today. I believe that was true 5,000 years ago as well. And it's also important to remember today we view yoga as very globalized, sometimes dangerously so, like, because we live in a globalized world. But yoga actually has, like, even though it comes from the subcontinent of India, it's been influencing other parts of the world for like a couple thousand years. So we know that like ashrams actually existed in Phoenicia, and kind of like what we now think of as the Italian region of the Mediterranean. We know that yoga made its way to northern Africa, like in Egypt and stuff like that. So for example, like Pythagoras, right? Pythagorean theory. Pythagoras actually like lived in an ashram in Phoenicia at the time. And that, so there's even then there was this connection and people traveling and like teaching different ways of being, including maybe more meditation or dedication. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Come to the middle of your mat, knees, feet together. So it's interesting to think about all the ways that yoga has influenced the world, right? Not just our bodies, but like the world for thousands of years. Come to the middle of your mat, knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Grab your heels from the outside for rabbit, Sasangasana. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, go down, round your spine like a bunny. Forehead to knees automatically, top of head to floor, reach back, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip. Option to stay here or lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and your head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. If your feet are coming off the floor, ease up a little bit, press the tops of your feet, ankles and shins firmly in the floor. Squeeze your heels together, roll forward, lock your arms, lift your shoulders to decompress your neck spine. Bring your hips down, change, slowly uncurl. Head up last, turn around, Savasana. So there's certainly a way to, I think, appreciate this, I'll call it a tool, the tool of yoga, the 8 limbs of yoga. There's a way to appreciate it, comes out of the subcontinent of yoga, but it's been influencing different cultures, like not just in India or that subcontinent. It's been influencing like Northern Africa and Europe for like a couple thousand years. And now it influences us as well, which is interesting. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. So it's always nice to give credit where credit is due. Come to the middle of your mat, knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Grab your heels from the outside, big stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest and slowly go down. Forehead to knees, top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. Squeeze your heels together, roll forward, lock your arms, lift your shoulders. Press the tops of your feet, ankles, shins, and knees firmly into the floor. This is the last of the fixed firm postures where your lower body is firmly fixed on the floor. Bring your hips back down to your heels and change, slowly uncurl. So your head comes up last, very nice, turn around, Savasana. I love the practice of yoga because it's ancient and I think it's like sacred and holy, and it's also like living and deeply human, right? So sometimes I think people get a little bit too much into the like, I'll make this whatever I want it to be. And then sometimes people get a little bit too much into the like, it's always been this way. We have to do it this way because it's been that way for thousands of years. I think it's like, it's both at the same time, again, both ancient, sacred, spiritual, and also deeply human, complicated, simple, flawed, and ever evolving. And every time you step onto your yoga mat, you are actually part of that evolution. You're part of that conversation that goes back 10,000 years in the subcontinent of India, that goes back to Pythagoras, right? That goes back to Egypt. Like you're part of that conversation. It's pretty cool. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, turn, come to the middle of your mat. Forehead to knee with stretching, 2 quick sets, right leg out, left leg in, 2 legs make an L. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knee, interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing under the ball of your foot, flex your toes back, bend your elbows down. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, 2 legs make an L, big stretch up. Turn to your left, chin to chest, forehead to knee. You are welcome to bend your left leg if it helps you touch your forehead to your knee. Slowly over time, you might try pressing your heel forward to lengthen and straighten the leg. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping, sit up, stay here. Otherwise, lay down and sit up. For Paschimottanasana stretching, bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with peace sign fingers, thumbs on top, scoot your butt back, right, left, right, left. Knees can stay bent if it helps you keep a flat back. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, stomach and fold. Rather than rounding your spine, think about arching your spine. Shoulders back, keep your neck long. Good, change, come on up, turn around, Savasana. In that third part, if you ever really want to like, touch your elbows to floor and forehead to knees, that's a sit up. We do a bunch of them. Let's do another one here. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Great. Turn, come to the middle of your mat and towel. First, Vajrasana, right leg out, left leg in, big stretch up. Arms up, turn to your right, chin to chest, forehead to knee. In the second set, you might try kicking your heel forward more. If your leg is straight, keep going, lock your leg, heel off the floor, elbows to floor, left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, heel to groin, big stretch up. Turn to your left, chin to chest, forehead to knee. This is great practice for standing head to knee without having to balance. Feel what it feels like to have your forehead on your knee with elbows sandwiching the calf muscles. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. Option to stay here or lie down and sit up. Second set, stretching, bend your knees, hook onto your big toes. Scoot your butt back, right, left, right, left. So again, rather than rounding your spine, think about arching your spine. Knees can stay bent as you fold. Slowly over time, the legs might straighten or even quads contract, legs locked. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look forward, fold. So you're not rounding your spine. You also don't need to stick your chin all the way out, right? Just think about a nice long neck here. Spiral inner thighs down, flex little toes back, pull, stretch, breathe. Change, come on up, turn around, Savasana. Take a breath. There's no rush. Legs together, arms overhead, chin to chest, sit up. Okay, come to the middle of your mat for Ardha Matsyendrasana, half lorded the fish pose. Bend your left leg on the floor, touch right heel to left knee, right arm close behind you, left arm up and over. Grab your left knee with your left hand, heel and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand behind you. You can also take it off the floor and grab your hip, your waistband, or even reach behind you, reach for your left thigh with your right hand. Drop your shoulders, lift your chest, feel each and every vertebrae twisting like beads in a necklace. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, look back, twist and twist and twist. Change, unwind, swap out your legs, bend your right leg on the floor, touch left heel to right knee, left hand close behind you, right arm up and over, grab right knee with right hand. Inhale, stretch up, exhale, look back, twist. Your posture might look like this. You can also keep your right leg straight and do a little spine twist like this, or even a spine twist on your back if that feels good. You can keep your left hand behind you for support or reach behind you, drop the shoulders, lift the chest, inhale, stretch up, exhale, look back, twist and twist and twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. There's so many options within this sequence. I know a lot of them, but I don't know all of them. And frankly, we can be as creative as we want to be, right? It's your body, it's your choice. So if there's ever like a posture that you'd like to try a different version of, you're always welcome to like talk to me before or after class. And or if you have a fun variation of a posture or a tip or a trick, feel free to send it my way because I'm always, looking for new things to add to my repertoire. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Between your knowledge of your body and my knowledge of yoga, we can usually figure something out together. Come to the middle of your mat for final breathing. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. You can also sit on your butt to crisscross applesauce. Lick your lips. Swallow a couple times, concentrate and meditate. Don't forget to have fun. All you have to do is exhale. Five, four, three, two, one. Sit up tall, drop your shoulders, lift your chest slightly, and begin. Five, four, three, two, one. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug. High five. Pat on the back. Turn around. Final Savasana. You can close your eyes. Open your arms and legs. You can take up as much or as little space as you'd like. And take a deep, life-giving breath. This yoga practice is a gift that you've given yourself. It's a gift that you've given your greater community. It's a choice that you made for yourself, and it's a choice that no one can take away from you. And if all you did today is showed up and breathe, know that that was enough. Inhale, body rise. Exhale, body fall. Breathe in. Empty out. Keep it simple. Do your practice, and all is coming.